In Edmonton, residential waste is composted in a large composting facility because half of our waste is organic. This includes table scraps, vegetable peelings, grass clippings, weeds, leaves, non-recyclable paper, and even disposable diapers. All this material will rot and can become valuable compost. Your collector takes all this material to the Edmonton Waste Management Center's Integrated Processing and Transfer Facility, the IPTF. At the IPTF, the organic portion of your waste is sorted and sent to the Edmonton Compost Facility for composting. The inorganic portion is filtered out. For now, the material that is not compostable is sent to landfill. In the near future, it will be converted into methanol and ethanol. Here's how it works. First, garbage trucks tip their loads onto a really big concrete floor, called a tipping floor. Front-end loaders push the material into piles around a large grappler machine. Large items that cannot be composted, like kitchen chairs, carpet, or large pieces of metal, are removed from the pile. The hand-like grappler places the bags of garbage onto conveyor belts that move the material uphill into a garage-sized sorting room. Here, sorters first put bags of grass clippings and leaves onto a conveyor belt destined for the composting facility. Others remove all types of material that won't decompose, like pieces of carpet, foam, and items like this ball. Larger items like tires are also removed by hand from the process. Even dangerous items like this propane tank are also removed. Propane tanks should be taken to the eco-station, where they'll be recycled, not thrown into your garbage. Whenever possible, recyclable material is also removed from the process. The material then passes through these large trommel screens. A trommel screen is a big drum with holes in it. Organics like grass and leaves pass through the holes, while other items like plastic bags and clothing are screened out. Additionally, the material is screened even more, and then passes by an electromagnet where ferrous metal is captured for recycling. Cardboard is also safe for recycling in the process. The now mostly organic material travels down a massive tunnel on a network of conveyor belts to the Edmonton Compost Facility. Here it is mixed with biosolids either in big mixing machines, like kitchen mix masters, or placed into large rotating mixing tubes, each the length of a hockey rink and wide enough to fit 2 school buses parked side by side. The materials mix together as it travels slowly from one end of the rotating tube to the other, a journey that takes about 2 days. This mixing and rotating begins the composting process, helps break down the material, and gives the composting process a really good head start. At the other end of the tube, the material plops down onto a long conveyor belt that takes the material to another group of trommel screens. Here, more non-compostable material is removed, and that material is also passed by another large electromagnet that removes any remaining ferrous metal. The material is then moved into a really big room called the aeration hall. This is where most of the composting actually takes place. The compost material is stored inside really large bays, each more than twice the size of a hockey rink. The compost material remains here for about 1 month, composting away. Large screw-like machines called augers continually stir up the compost, adding much needed air and moisture, if needed, to assist with the composting process. After about 1 month, the compost is sent through yet another set of screens that further removes the smallest little bits of debris that are unwanted within the compost. The compost is then stored in an outdoor curing site for 5 to 6 months, allowing the compost to fully mature. After this time, the compost is ready for market. The compost adds a lot of nutrients to the soil, and at the same time, the compost assists the soil in retaining moisture and air. After using compost, Users enjoy greater yields and achieve more fertile soil.